When you think of J.R.R. Tolkien, there is no better way to describe his work and his ideals as girl boss. Powerful, perfect, female, feminist girl boss. That's right. What if the Rohirrim boys? It's gonna be woke trash, but honestly, we kind of all already knew it because there is literally no way that they just picked a random character that was literally mentioned in passing one time and decided, this is what Tolkien wanted. This we knew it's gonna be bad.
Well, we knew War of the Rohirrim was going to be a disaster, and it looks like they're kind of admitting it. This is the thing about the woke in Hollywood.
Bro, this is Hollywood. They're not even gonna hide it.
And they always kind of tell on themselves. They can't help it. They want to brag about the fact that their work is nothing like the work that it's supposed to be doing for the property it's supposed to be on. To them, it's like a rite of passage. Like they're creating their own thing, even though it's not their own thing. Really, they're just back.
Yeah, I've been... dude, this is exactly the same thing I have been talking about so many times. These people just take something that exists, has a fan base, so they guarantee that at least 5 people watch it, right? And then they take it, and they completely ruin it, because they're Hollywood, they know better, and they only care about virtue signaling and messaging and political garbage. They never care about the source material. They never want to do justice to the source material. They want to just make something that was great and put their name on it so they can feel good about their shitty lives.
Bastardizing something else, and they can't create their own thing, which is the whole problem that all these people have. They just
something evil can't create, but only destroy something.
Really have no ability to create. There are a bunch of hack writers who are just trying to coast off the Tolkien name, and yet at the same time denigrate the Tolkien name, erase the Tolkien name, and try to make themselves like the hero of this story.
Yep.
It's a very bizarre narcissistic situation that we.
Dude, if this character is not going to be a 150% self-insert found out at some point, I'm going to be honestly shocked. For example, remember Velma? I watched that show. I watched both seasons. Holy shit, is it bad? Is it a crap fiesta? Do you want to guess what Velma is? A self-insert, exactly, of the show writer, main show writer. It's a literal self-insert. These people are insane, and they just want to glorify themselves. That's it. End of story.
We have here. But as you can see, the War of Rohirrim is going to be a Lord of the Rings skin suit. We knew this. It is dead on arrival. And we covered just the other day just how poor the box office is looking for the release of this film because of that. Nobody wants to see this. Nobody is interested. One, this art style doesn't really work for Lord of the Rings. I mean, I actually like this art style in general, but it's just not correct.
It could work if it was a good story, but it's not going to be a good story.
Correct for Lord of the Rings, let's be honest. And number two, they just are bastardizing the lore even worse than Rings of Power in a lot of the ways. So let's get into the news in just a moment as we talk about all things in science fiction and fantasy. Please smash the like and subscribe button here, guys. We're getting very close to 60 or 50.
Bam.
So Philippa Boyens, the co-writer of Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy and producer.
Oh, we have a name, boys. Let's Google. Philippa Boyens. Let's see. What do we have here? Yep. We boys, we have a winner. Let me change scene so you can check. Let's see. Okay, there we have Philippa Boyens. Yep. That there is an uncanny resemblance between her and the main character. Oh Lord, how did we guess this? It's almost like this has happened before. Well, damn.
On the upcoming War of the Rohirrim animated film revealed another massive change the film is making compared to Tolkien's original story. These people, again, just don't respect the lore, and it really shows. Speaking with Animation Magazine, Boyens claims one of the main themes of the film is asking the question, at what point will reason overcome insanity? It's a question she should have been asking herself, given Hollywood.
That's a very fucking vapid question to ask, considering it needs pretext. Also, everything that we know about this snippet from Tolkien's what were they called? Excerpts? I forgot. Excuse me. But I mean, isn't this whole show kind of we have seen small bits of this show already. Isn't this whole show based on the fucking fact that a woman just doesn't want to do her duty and, marry someone and, she literally causes all of this? So at no point is reason gonna overtake insanity, because reason left the fucking building in the first 2 minutes of the show, probably. Because the whole show, the whole reason for it to happen in the first place is constructed on a brave independent woman that doesn't want to marry and create political alliances because she wants men, she wants love. Bruh. That's a very that's a very stupid thing, okay? You're effectively living in the goddamn Middle Ages. You are a person born in high status. You have all the food that you want, you have all the land that you want, you have people fucking literally bowing before you if you want. You can execute people just for goddamn fun. And you know what is the price of all of that shit? Because previously, at least in our lifetime, there was a price for this stuff. You had obligations. And if you were a woman, your obligation was to strengthen your house's, your family's standing by political marriage. And this vapid existence of a heroine literally chooses to not do it. And there you go. And because of that, people die.
Wood continues down a path of insanity by ignoring
everything has a price.
Faithful adaptations and choosing to inject love stories with immoral messaging, whether that be feminism, identity politics, or gender ideology. To prove the point, Boyens went on, our antagonist, Wolf, literally turns on his main general and says, "You think I want to be here?" He literally can't let go of this. Literally. He can't let go of the siege or will to conquer these people and destroy them, even though it would be wiser course, and he's already won. For those who are unfamiliar with Tolkien's story, which is found in Appendix A of Return of the King, Wolf does not turn on the main general after he leads an army of Dundalings and enemies of Gondor against Rohan. He certainly has not won the war yet. Oops, it was completely the opposite in the actual story and the actual lore. Why did they do this? It's really insane. There's no reason to do it.
Because self-insert character needs to save the day from evil. By the way, what evil? Well, it's Tolkien's story, so there's obviously evil, but what? Do you want to bet that there's not going to be any real distinguishable evil here? All characters are going to be blade? Bless you. All characters are going to be just bland colors of gray. And we're probably going to accidentally be able to empathize with the villain because they just kind of are doing things for doing things and there's no evil to be sought there. Like, the reasoning for all bad things is just literally going to be Vamen want to do Vamen things. That's what's going to happen.
Defeating Helm Hammerhand and the forces of Rohan in a battle of crossings of Isen, he splits his army, with half pursuing Hammerhand and the Hornburg, and the other half leads to Edoras. Wolf leads the forces to Edoras and takes the city. Tolkien wrote, Wolf took Edoras and sat in Meduseld and called himself the king. There, Haleth Helm's son fell last of all, defending the doors. As for the forces of Hornburg, a siege is conducted, but long winter sets in, and Rohan is covered in snow for 5 months and causes both Helm's defenders, as well as the invading army, to suffer losses from the cold and lack of provisions. Furthermore, Wolf is defeated in Edoras.
By the way, we already know this, but she is the literal best at everything. Yes. She is. She is the best rider, the best archer, the best everything. So, this is gonna give Galadriel a run for her money and killing an ice troll single-handed in less than 5 seconds.
After the winter broke when Freyalaf, the nephew of Helm, came down from Dunharrow, which many had fled, and with a small company of desperate men, he surprised Wolf in Meduseld and slew him and regained Edoras. Wow. So quite the opposite of the story. This is the latest in growing list indicating the film is going to use the name Lord of the Rings as a skin suit rather than being tangentially related to Tolkien's work. This is exactly what we saw with Rings of Power as well. They just took the name, they put generic fantasy setting on there. They use some of the names like Middle-earth and the like, but it just does not feel like Lord of the Rings whatsoever. The characters don't act like they're in Lord of the Rings whatsoever. They Galadriel especially is one of the
Wait. This is the craziest business strategy of all time. You're literally taking something that has a fan audience, you're ruining it, you're paying probably God knows how millions for the right to do so, and you're getting nothing out of it, and then you're doing it again. And then again, probably. It is insanity. No wonder Disney, Marvel, and all of these places are literally tens of billions in debt, almost hundreds of millions.
Most mischaracterized characters.
Billions, if I said millions. Billions. I think Disney is close to 100 billion in debt at this point.
Out there. And they've just done terrible, terrible things. And don't even get me started on what they did to Sauron. But oh well. This is what they're doing more and more, and it's what I said at the beginning of the video exactly. These people want to remake these things in their own image. It's not about actually doing faithful adaptations and trying to make the best films possible, because a faithful adaptation would be the best films possible. Instead, it's about leaving their mark on things, subverting expectations. They love to say that in Hollywood, and like I said, it's a narcissism.
Subverting expectations in this context literally means nothing. Subverting expectations... Well, it does. It does. The thing it means is like, you expected Lord of the Rings? Well, fuck you. Here's your expectations subverted. It's trash, not Lord of the Rings. You have fun.
Because these people don't have the ability to create themselves. They know that if they made their own fantasy film, that it wouldn't sell very well and they wouldn't get it off the ground.
Yep.
And so they just take these properties and they try to do their own thing with it. And try to be the person who's the creator so they can uphold themselves and pat themselves on the back. But really, they just take something that everybody loves and turns it into crap. And that's what's going on. In an interview with Entertainment Weekly back in June, she explained why they chose to make an unnamed character in Appendix A the main protagonist of the film. In the appendix,
by the way, he means literally unnamed character. She doesn't have a name. She just has a gender and job description, well, title.
Where the story is drawn from, we get these quite interestingly drawn male characters, and then we get this young female character who's never named. That was really interesting to me. Imagine that, taking the one character that was not a part of this and then actually making it into your own thing because you want to push a feminist agenda.
Beautiful.
We know Helm has a daughter. We know she was central to the conflict that happened, but myself, and especially screenwriter Phoebe Gittins, were drawn to her. Of course, two women
Phoebe Gittins. I'm putting my money on that. B-O-B. Not even in the first results, huh? Gittins? Yeah, Gittins. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wait, this was the same person. What the fuck? Oh, we already Googled her. Huh. No, wait, it's not the same person. Just the same pictures show fucking up for this. What the hell? Why does the same pictures... Why do the... yeah, Google is showing the same pictures for Philippa Boyens and Phoebe Gittins, pretty much. It's the same fucking shit. Well, and anyways, double self-insert, anyone? Seems good enough.
Trying to make it look like me. Every single time one of these people come out here, it's a self-insert as well, because they just have to make a book of themselves, because it's about immortalizing themselves. Like I said, it's narcissism.
I love how he literally knows. Anyway, that was John Arroz. I'm not sure how to pronounce it still. I need guidance. In any case, that was goddamn beautiful. Buy his books. 10 out of 10. Bye.